And now, the 2015 NCMPR Medallion Award-winning Studio Bergen.
Hi, I'm Larry Levanka, and welcome to Studio Bergen, your connection to the state's #1 college for associate degree graduates 3 years in a row. It's time once again for our countdown.
Number 10.
The 2016 Literary Arts Series welcomed renowned poet Ocean Vuong to campus. Vuong, the author of Night Sky with Exit Wounds, which won the 2016 Whiting Award, has been featured in the Kenyon Review, The Nation, The New Yorker, and American Poetry Review, which awarded him the Stanley Kunitz Prize for Younger Poets.
I have a soft spot for community colleges because I started at a community college, Manchester Community College in Hartford. And, when I was there, I was a business major. My fantasy was to make money in business, take care of my mother, and then be an artist. But when I was there, a student, a friend of mine, plopped down Rimbaud, the French symbolist, in front of me and said, "You got to read this." And I was just throttled. I didn't know language could do this to you, that you could have such a connection with someone who lived in 19th century France, and feel so real. And I knew all of a sudden that I wanted to do that I could do it, and that education was the way that you could do it.
Number 9.
In what has become a yearly tradition, the Rip the Runway fashion show featured the talents of aspiring student designers and others with an eye for couture. The event, sponsored by the college's Department of Educational Outreach, saw dozens of models and guests enjoy an evening of elegance.
Number 8.
The Violence Intervention Prevention Center, in collaboration with the Office of Multicultural Affairs, Center for Peace, Justice, and Reconciliation, the Pride Club, the Center for Student Success, the Office of Student Life, and the Center for Hope and Safety, hosted the 3rd annual Transgender Awareness Day to raise awareness and promote understanding. A number of speakers, panelists, guests, and students discussed why building bridges remains so critical.
I think today is about getting more knowledge out there to people, because it's something that's not really encountered much or not really talked about much. And days like this give it opportunity to be brought to light, be given a face and given names, and so that more people could say, hey, I know somebody that's like that, or I've watched somebody and interacted with somebody like that who might not have before. And the more people you know and the more you learn about different diverse areas, the more acceptance you'll find in your community.
No matter how bad it can get, it will get better, and things might not turn out how you want it to be, but in results of that, you can end up finding yourself in a completely different situation that could be for the better.
Number 7.
No one will ever forget the horrific event that occurred at the Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut 4 years ago. And that's exactly why Scarlett Lewis, the parent of Jesse Lewis, a victim of the tragedy, visited Bergen to preserve her son's memory and promote healing.
I started the Jesse Lewis Choose Love movement following the shooting death of my 6-year-old son, Jesse Lewis, at Sandy Hook Elementary on December 14th, 2012. And after that day, I thought about how something like that could happen. And I realized that it was an angry thought. And in my mind, an angry thought can be changed at any time. Jesse left a message on our kitchen chalkboard. Shortly before he died, he had written 3 words: nurturing, healing, love. Now, those 3 words aren't in the vernacular of a 6-year-old. They're not something a 6-year-old would say. They're phonetically spelled because he was in 1st grade and just learning how to write. But those 3 words are in the definition of compassion across all cultures. And I thought about how we're all united as human beings in the want and need to love. It's as universal as the need to feed yourself, and so I thought that the whole tragedy really started from a lack of love, and that if we got nurturing, healing love into schools, that would help things.
Number 6.
Bergen welcomed the new members of Phi Theta Kappa, the honor society of 2-year institutions, during its fall induction ceremony in early November. Bergen's Alpha Epsilon Phi chapter ranks as one of the global top 30. Nationwide, approximately 91% of Phi Theta Kappa members earn an associate degree or transfer to a four-year institution, compared to the national rate of 38%. The organization provides its 3 million student members with $37 million in transfer scholarships each year. More than 1,300 chapters exist throughout the world.
Number 5.
Among Bergen's Phi Theta Kappa members, Alan Chapman, Joseph Mattia, and Macy Schmidt have earned recognition as the 2016 Coca-Cola Leaders of Promise Scholars, an award granted to only 200 U.S. students. Each will receive $1,000 from the Honor Society of two-year colleges to continue their studies. Bergen ranks as the only institution in the Middle States region to enroll 3 2016 honorees. Nationwide, more than 1,100 new members of the Honor Society applied.
Number 4.
As it does every November, Bergen recognized its military servicemen and women with a Veterans Day ceremony. The event included remarks from student, faculty, and community veterans who reflected on their experiences and concluded with a ceremonial walk to the college's flagpole.
Number 3.
When it comes to community college newsletters, Bergen's is the gold standard. For the second consecutive year, Bergen has earned a District 1 Medallion Award from the National Council on Marketing and Public Relations, NCMPR, for its official newsletter, Inside Bergen, this time receiving first place gold honors in the category. NCMPR, an affiliate of the American Association of Community Colleges with more than 650 member colleges, recognizes excellence in community, technical, and junior college marketing and public relations activities in the northeastern U.S., Canada, and the U.K. through the Medallion Awards every year. Produced triannually by the college's Office of Public Relations, Inside Bergen debuted in 2013. The publication details college news and includes recurring features such as a faculty profile, a campus calendar, and a photo collage.
Number 2.
Bergen applauded alumni and contributors, including a family of 8 graduates, at the annual recognition dinner sponsored by the Foundation and the Alumni Network last month. The DiNardo family received the Living Legacy Award. 2014 valedictorian Maria de Abreu Pineda received the Rising Star Award, and Managing Director of the Office of Specialized Services Tracy Rand received the Distinguished Achievement Award. The evening event, which took place at the terrace at Biagio's, brought back memories for the honorees.
It was affordable is what we first thought, but then when we got here, there was so much more that was offered to us. It had great teachers. We became inspired by by Bergen itself. We became inspired by some of the teachers that we had that actually put us on our life path, and our careers that we've chosen all came from the inspiration of our teachers here at Bergen.
The DiNardos, Estelle, Chicky, John, Gerard, Denise, Darlene, Diane, Vincent, and Darylyn began taking classes at Bergen in 1972. The final member of the family graduated in 1998, unless you count a 9th, Nicolette, who graduated from the institution's Child Development Center in 2000. Darylyn now works at the college, overseeing its Institute for Learning in Retirement. The parent of 3 Bergen graduates and 6 children in all, Tracy Rand joined Bergen's Office of Specialized Services in 2002, ascending to her current role as Managing Director in 2013. Among her accomplishments, she served as the Project Director for 2 transition and post-secondary education programs for students with intellectual disabilities grants, which enabled the establishment of the college's Turning Point program. the 2-year non-matriculated college experience for young adults with intellectual disabilities began in 2012.
When I found out about this award, one of the first things that went through my mind was, most people don't know, but my first degree was an associate's degree. And I actually took some classes at Bergen, not so many buildings back then, but to be able to have been here so many years ago, to know the value of an associate's degree, and to be able to come back here so many years later, I can't tell you what an amazing feeling that is. And then to be recognized here just means the world to me. I can't even put it into words. I'm just so happy to be here and to be able to contribute to the students. I really am.
Past valedictorian De Abreu Pineda graduated from Bergen with a 4.0 GPA and as one of only 85 students in the U.S. to receive the prestigious Jack Kent Cooke Foundation Undergraduate Transfer Scholarship, which provides a scholarship of up to $90,000 for college. She now attends Stevens Institute of Technology.
Well, I feel like every opportunity like this is a great chance for me to actually address a big target, which is my fellow either alumni or in this case students in Bergen. So I really enjoy those big opportunities that I have because I feel like it's so important to have that role model of inspiration. I had my own, which was my brother. He helped me so much throughout the whole process. So I really believe that's important to have, you know, that representation there that says you can do it. So, you know, go for it.
Number 1.
For the first time in its history, the road to 3 National Junior College Athletic Association Division III Region 19 championships in fall sports, men's soccer, women's cross country, and men's cross country went through Bergen this year. The titles mean Bergen tied its institutional record for region championships earned in the same academic year. If a Bergen winter or spring sport team wins a region title, it will eclipse the mark for same-year championships set in 1978-79. The first champ, the women's cross-country team, won its first region title since 1989 on the strength of Justine Conca's first-place finish in the region's closing meet. Her trophy case for the year includes All-America honors, U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association East Region Women's Athlete of the Year, First Team All-Region, and All Garden State Athletic Conference honors. The men's team finished third at Nationals after repeating as region champion behind Christopher Loafman, who earned both All-Region and Conference honors. Head coach of both teams, Dina Dedovich, earned U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association East Region Coach of the Year and Region Coach of the Year honors in both sports. Completing the trifecta of champs, for men's soccer, a 1-0 win over number 2 seed Rowan College at Gloucester County ensured the Region 19 crown stayed in Bergen's trophy case for a second consecutive year. Individual honors went to Freddie Herrera, who repeated as Region 19 Coach of the Year, goalkeeper Brian Sanchez, who posted 3 shutouts to earn Defensive Player of the Tournament honors, and midfielder Brian Tabaris, who earned Offensive Player of the Tournament recognition. And now as fall turns to winter, I'm told our wrestling team has a very real chance to push us over the top and deliver the 4th region title. We'll see what happens in what has already been a stellar year for sports. Go Bulldogs. That's our countdown for this month. We'll be back again in January. We'll see you then. Happy holidays. For Bergen Community College, I'm Larry Levanka. Take care.